Okay. Hi guys, welcome. It is Wednesday. It's our Wisdom Wednesday. We have a fact or fiction for you today. We have some giveaways. We're going to be talking about, just lots of wisdom-y type stuff. So let's get started. Are we started? Essential oils definitely can help.
We like giveaways.
We do like giveaways. Forget about the dishes, forget about the laundry, forget about all of that for a minute. That's the same with essential oils, you guys. You have to figure out what works for you. You're gonna see a huge difference. Welcome back. So we are going to impart some tea tree wisdom. That sounds way better than what I said earlier. And we have a new spotlight oil of the week we're going to be talking about. But before we jump into all of that goody stuff, we're gonna see who's joining us. We have Carla from Indiana, Stephanie from Utah, Sarah from Missouri, Heather says hi. Yo. We have Mandy from Northern California, Celeste from Oregon, Aaron from Middleton, Idaho. I almost said Iowa. Guys, I live in Idaho. Tanya from Florida, Shannon says hello everyone. Angie from Indiana, oh no. It's going to be one of those days. Marissa from Iowa, Ashley from Massachusetts, Christina from Portland, and one more shout out, Leanna from New York, upstate New York. Warm day here in upstate New York, she says. Welcome everyone. Who's joining us on Instagram?
We have the Queen Quad, says hello from Ohio. Jess71687 says hello from Washington. Shell Bella 128 says howdy from South Carolina. Mama of 6 says howdy from Vermont. Fabric Collector 02 says hello from Saskatchewan. And we have Annie 695 says hi from Australia.
Oh, hi. Welcome. Thanks for joining, everyone. I don't think, we hardly ever get people from Massachusetts, I feel.
I feel like there was one show where everybody
was from Massachusetts. That's MA, right? That's Massachusetts?
Well, Massachusetts, it's in Maine, you said?
M-A.
Oh, M-A. I thought you said in Maine.
Well, it's not really in Maine. Danny was...
M, though. Good job.
Yes, Massachusetts is M-A.
M-A. It's in Maine. Danny, he was like, oh, how do I explain this to poor Rita?
I think I was going to try to be really...
Well,
I was going to put myself under the bus.
It's a state.
No, that's in Arizona.
Oh, my goodness, how funny. Okay, well, welcome you guys. Thanks for joining us. To start out, we are going to talk about Lavender Fine.
That's fine.
That's so fine. So Lavender Fine is the spotlight oil of the week.
La, 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 oil of the week.
Thanks, Danny. Lavender Fine. I mean, do I need to say more? Or are we good to go? Just kidding. I think this is really kind of a pretty awesome one because everybody uses or loves lavender. Almost everybody, unless you're allergic probably, right? Like if you're not allergic, I think you own lavender. And our Spotlight Oil of the Week, you get 15% off. So you can try Lavender Fine if you haven't, which is a bit finer than our regular lavender. The aroma is a bit finer. The harvesting is a bit finer. The price is a bit finer. Everything's a little bit more fine with Lavender Fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, and you get 15% off. So I think it's fun because I know sometimes we have customers that are like, oh, I own too much lavender, I own too much citrus, right? So sometimes we don't want to spend the money to try something that is similar, right? Like if you have lavender, you might not want to spend the money to try Lavender Fine. But I think having it discounted for the Spotlight Oil of the Week makes it a little bit easier to get it. So if it's been on your wish list, now is a great time to try it. 15% off, no coupon code needed. Just add it to your cart. The discount will automatically be applied. And that discount is good through Tuesday of next week. So Ashley says, can't wait to try Lavender Fine. Ashley, different Ashley, says Lavender Fine is my absolute favorite. Someone else said just a bit finer. Cassie says, I do not love the smell of lavender. That is true. However, I love lavender for its therapeutic benefits, and I use it all the time. It's in a lot of my favorite blends, actually. In fact, like my top favorite blends has lavender in it. So although I do not love the smell of lavender by itself, it still is an oil I use all the time. Tanya says she's never tried Lavender Fine. Maggie's hubby loves clappers. So there's that. Anything on Instagram about Lavender Fine?
There's some questions on how the aroma compares to lavender and lavandin.
It's finer.
There is a great blog. There's lots of great blog posts on that subject. But there is one specifically that's called Lavender versus Lavandin versus Lavender Fine, I think. It's a really good one. And then the blog post that was posted today is really great. Great description of Lavender Fine, so check those out.
As you know, we always add lots of different blog posts, have DIY, some basic information about the Spotlight Oil of the Week. So definitely check out the blog every time. But so I don't know how to explain it. Lavender to me is a bit more green. Lavandin is like a sweeter floral, I would say. Katrina, anytime you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I feel like lavandin is a little more medicinal.
Really? Compared to lavender?
Yep. Same for me.
High five, Danny.
Yeah, I was going to say lavandin is, well, anyway.
More green? More?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
See, guys, this is why we can't even have this conversation.
Everybody smells things so differently. Like, I actually prefer lavandin compared to lavender because lavender is such a sharp floral smell to me.
And I prefer our lavender that is green because it has that, like, extra intenseness to it. Okay, so Lavender Fine, the way I've heard people describe it is it's not as intense as lavender. It's a bit softer. Maybe a bit more balanced. Is that what you would say? Yeah. But it definitely smells like lavender. But I think it's a bit more of like a softer, more balanced lavender than you get with either lavandin or regular lavender.
I always think of, and this is probably totally off, but I think of lavender, so I think of lavandin as more wild. Lavender Fine feels more smooth to me, where lavender is just kind of what everyone's used to. Lavender Fine is more smooth, and lavandin's more wild.
And then we have our lavender CO2 also,
which is
why,
Katrina.
Just gotta give love to all the lavenders.
It's funny. I'm seeing people on here. Some are saying lavandin to me smells sweeter. Ona just says lavandin is more herbaceous, spicy almost. Lavender is sweeter. So we're getting both comments from people.
That's pretty fun. That's interesting.
Yep, it is interesting. So, and the difference is, so for Lavender Fine and lavender, the difference is like where it's grown. Sounded funny coming out of my mouth the first time. Lavandin is
it's a hybrid, isn't it?
Thank you. That's what this was. You take two, you make lavandin. Okay, let's see. I know, we really confused you, didn't we, you guys? So this is why you need to take advantage of the 15% off if it's been on your wish list so you can go and try it for yourself because, it's all over the place. But it is 15% off. It's the Spotlight Oil of the Week through Tuesday of next week, so make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out the blog posts as well. And then we'll be doing a DIY on Friday. I think. We usually do.
We are doing a DIY on Friday.
Using Lavender Fine.
Sorry, I tried to throw in the Oil of the Week animation one more time.
Okay.
Oh, I did already. And it was not very smooth.
This isn't working. Okay, so now we are going to give someone a chance to win an oil with our What's in the Name game. So Danny's going to play his thing, and then you're going to have 60 seconds. We're going to show you a botanical name, and you have to guess what oil it is. So Danny, do your thing.
Here, I'm going to play my thing. Just a minute.
I'm just
Play my
dancing.
thing again. 54 seconds, guys.
Oh, goodness. I don't know if that was less creepy. I'm not going to lie, Danny. I don't know. Could go either way.
Move this camera over slowly. Mystica fragnus. How would you say that, Retha? Mystica.
Not fragnus. I was like, isn't it like fragrance?
Fragrance?
Fragrance? No.
Mystica
Mystical fragrance.
Are you guys?
I don't think this fragrance is very mystical. I think it's
Yeah.
one people are very familiar with.
Yeah, this one totally threw me off. Mystica fragrance. I am seeing some good guesses, and there's 11 seconds, so you still have time.
You
to
still
guess.
have time. Ooh, there are some good ones. There are some not good ones.
And time is up. What is the answer?
The answer is nutmeg.
Woohoo!
See, I think it's something that a lot of people are familiar with, the scent. So Jesse's gonna hop on and tell us who the winner of a 10 mil nutmeg is. And this is the perfect time of year to get nutmeg because you can diffuse it with like cinnamon and orange and clove and just have that warm, spicy, wonderful holiday aroma in your home. That's whoever wins, that's what you should do with it.
Woot, 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 woot.
Woot, woot. Okay, and then as soon as Jesse announces who the winner is, we are going to be talking about this question up here. Wait,
Yeah, it's a question. Tea tree is a wonderful herb purifier.
it's really not.
Well, I mean, if you just go up at the end,
Purifier.
it's really not.
The winner is Heather Hitchcock from Facebook. So Heather, email cs@planttherapy.com, confirm your mailing address, and we will get a 10 mil nutmeg sent to you. Not 10 mils worth of nutmegs, but 10. Okay, I went too far, didn't I?
10 million nutmegs.
10 million nutmegs. Okay, so fact or fiction? We need your help. We want all of you to participate. Tea tree is a wonderful air purifier. Is that fact or fiction? Let us know. Fact or fiction? And if you want to get especially brave, tell us why you're saying it's fact or fiction.
Ooh, I'm seeing some question marks on Fate's answer. Okay. Oh, you guys are.
Lisa's in love with nutmeg, she says.
That's because she's a nut, Meg.
Daddy's so funny today.
All right, Retha. Is this a fact or fiction?
It's a tough one. It's not that.
I like how DM Art put just F.
Fact. Well, you're right. The correct answer does start with an F. It is a fact. Tea tree is amazing. Tea tree is one of those ones that, you know, if you go into an old home and it's all musty smelling, you diffuse tea tree, boom. The air is purifier. What that says.
Purifier. Ear.
And okay, so is anybody surprised by that? I think I'm frozen. I'm gonna refresh.
Unfreeze.
Did you have anybody that guessed fiction?
We got a couple fictions, mostly facts though.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that. But tea tree is really good for wet, moist, growing type stuff. I don't know. Works great on musty towels. Carrie must know how much I love to use tea tree in my laundry. I love it. But it cleans and purifies the air. It's awesome. It's a great oil.
Would it get rid of armpit smell?
It would. Maybe not Danny's.
I'm just saying if it's like baked into my shirt right now.
But it's great to add to like a DIY deodorant. Yep, absolutely. So let's see. Danny has some, well, that fact I can't share. Danny has some facts that use like words that cannot be said on live videos. Australian tea tree oil has been used for almost 100 years. Oh, maybe I can say this.
I can't remember.
I don't know if I can say
What
this.
I put now.
I'm going to say it anyways. It's just words, you know, that might describe things. Okay, tea tree, I'll just say this. Tea tree has been used for almost 100 years for its antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, and antimicrobial proproperties. I probably can't say that, any of it.
You can say,
But it just has been. We're not saying that
has
it
been
can be.
used.
Wink,
Right.
wink. It has been for 100 years. It's been used
Yep.
for that. What you do with this, we're not telling you.
yeah, this is
Okay. Oops. Where am I going?
this is what it has been used for.
Australian
Is it Aborigines?
Oh,
Aborigines.
gosh.
Yeah.
Is that how you spell that?
Yes. So
Australian Aborigines. I did not know that.
yeah, sorry.
No, you're totally cool. I
This is
should
all
learn how to
stuff-
read. Australian Aborigines. Would you have known that? Treated
I would
cuts.
pronounce that really weird.
Treated cuts, burns, and skin infections by crushing its leaves and spreading the pulp over the affected area. They bathed in the healing waters of magical healing lagoons, where tea trees dropped their leaves and created a naturally antiseptic bath.
When we were in
Fascinating.
Australia, we actually went to a lake that was that.
Allegedly.
And it was
possibly.
really cool.
Did
like,
you get in it?
I didn't get in it, but you could totally smell it. You could see it in the water. It was cool. It was really cool.
Someone just said, wait, what can't you say? We can't make any medical claims. So
Right.
that's, I don't know. Whatever, it's fine though. Okay, the British explorer Captain Hook, doesn't say that, says Captain Cook, observed the Aborigines brewing leaves of the tea tree to make a tea for curing various ailments. He then brewed a strong tea for his sailors to prevent scurvy. He coined the name tea tree and took the medicinal plants back to England for study.
Yeah. So
I
the
love
trees
these
actually.
facts that may or may not be facts that Danny gets off of Google.
Well, this is what they even told us when we were there.
Okay, I
the,
believe
the
you.
tree's actually called like something paperback tree or something like that. That's what they call it because the bark kind of comes off
Mm-hmm.
like paper.
That's cool.
So,
During World War II, this cure-all became standard issue in the first aid kits given to Australian soldiers and sailors for treatment of tropical infections, wounds, and everything else from head lice to trench foot. It is effective against all three categories of infectious organisms. In the past, it has been used
there you go. This is
to protect against these three infectious organisms: bacteria, viruses, fungi, molds, and mildew.
which, if the reason
It's a
I put
tough
that
one.
in, the reason that's in there is if you think about things that make the air smell bad, and the way they've used it in
Yeah.
the past,
That's why it works.
that's what I would imagine it
Yeah,
would work for.
it could be helpful for. Let's see. Okay. Any questions? No?
Oh, there was a question about tea tree and pets, if it's safe to diffuse around pets. And
Caitlin?
Ooh.
I'm going to say a hard no on that one. I think tea tree is one of those oils that specifically should not be used around pets.
Okay, so Laura says, sounds like you're just sharing Wikipedia, not giving any medical advice. I mean, that's basically what we're doing. We do have to be careful though, because we sell what is, essential oils, and they're considered cosmetics. So we do have to be careful, but I think Danny did it fine. I was just a little nervous for a second. So those are just some fun facts about the plant tea tree, or how it's been medicinally used, for centuries. But tea tree, like we said, it can clean and purify the air. I do use it in my laundry to help with that mildewy smell on towels. Someone asked specifically how I do that. So I personally, this isn't a way that everyone chooses to, but I personally just add really, I just shake a bunch, guys. So it could be 5 to 15 drops. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know the amount. I just get my tea tree bottle and just shake it around my laundry like that. I have a top loader. So I put the towels in, I put my detergent on the towels, and then I just shake some drops of tea tree around it. In the wash, that works great for me. I also know a lot of customers prefer to add it to their laundry detergent so it gets nice and diluted, so you aren't putting direct essential oil on towels or clothing. I have not had an issue with it, but adding it directly to your detergent your liquid detergent is also a great option. And it really, I've tried everything else to get that mildewy smell out of my towels, like vinegar and hot water and whatever, tea tree works. So I use it and I love it.
Now, and I haven't done this with tea tree, but I have taken one of my favorite blends and poured it directly into my shoe, and it has that foam, memory foam sole. Totally ate that up. So you do want to test it on something. Just saying, don't
Maybe
dump
that
tea
was
tree
your
straight-
stinky feet.
It may have been.
Just kidding.
Your shoes just gave up.
Yeah, they're like, I can't do it anymore.
Oh, so funny. Lisa says, while everyone doesn't want to run out of lavender, I don't like to run out of tea tree. Amen to that. I love tea tree. I use it a lot. Any comments or questions on Instagram about tea tree?
Do you know if we can use the tea tree hydrosol with pets? I don't know that one.
I don't. Caitlin?
Yeah,
Caitlin says, absolutely not pet safe. Very, very, very toxic. And then she said toxic. So, Caitlin. Caitlin, do you know if you can use tea tree? I'm going to guess no, because it still has that same, it still has those constituents. They're a lot less of a percentage of, what you're using, but it still are those constituents. So I'm going to guess no, but we'll wait and see if Caitlin verifies. Anything else?
Is it safe to use on dryer balls? I've heard both yes and no.
Yes, it's safe. Essential oils are safe to use on dryer balls. I know that sometimes there's a concern because of the fire starting temperature. What's that called? The
Flash point?
The flash point.
Is that right?
That
Yeah.
sounds
Is
right.
that what that's
That
called?
sounds right.
Okay.
Sounds
I'm going to
right.
go with her. But, I mean, I think it's fine.
I've never had an issue with it either, and I've never known anyone to have an issue
You
with
guys,
it. but I've
I'm
heard of it.
failing today. Oh my goodness, I need to take a nap, I guess. Yes, Flashpoint, it is. That's being confirmed it is. Okay, Caitlin, I think is back on. She said yes. Same with hydrosol. We do not recommend you use tea tree with even tea tree hydrosol around your. Yeah, I know a lot of customers use it on dryer balls. I've never heard of any concern ever happening. Essential oils do have different flash points, but I've never heard of any concern with any essential oils on a dryer ball in the dryer. So
I would also be concerned though with maybe older dryers or ones that you're not
Yeah.
really comfortable with.
yeah. Oh, so a customer says if you let it dry on the dryer balls, that kind of helps with that. I don't know if that's true or not, but from the mouth of Casey.
Yeah, my dryer doesn't heat up enough to even dry our clothes. So,
So you're good.
yeah, Heidi's always after me, like, will you fix that dryer? And I'm like, it kind of works.
Okay, guys. So if you do have any other questions about Lavender Fine, about tea tree, because that's what we were talking about for our fact or fiction. If you have any other questions on those oils, please reach out to cs@planttherapy.com. They are happy to help. And on to some giveaways. We have a PT Friends that we're going to do today. Do you have a thing for that?
Do I
No,
have a thing?
you don't.
Here
I was breaking to give you a thing.
we go.
Okay, so I'm going to choose one of the cards over here, and whoever I choose, they are going to win this set box. And it has homemade cards, like homemade cute little note cards that Jerry made. So there's just like a ton of cute note cards in here.
Let's hear it for Jerry.
Oh, wait. I want to join. So it's full of those, and you're also going to win a Forever Mom, because it's one of my absolute favorites, and an aroma pot. So that's what the PT Friends is going to win today. And I'm going to grab this and walk over here. And this one's been like mooing my name for days. So
Rita.
yeah, just like that. Good job. Let's see. Okay, I live just outside Prairie du Sac, and thousands of people, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time, you guys. It's a day. Okay, thousands of people inundate. Is that a word?
Inundate?
Inundate?
Yeah,
I
inundate.
don't know what that means. Inundate the town for the weekend. Apparently they come. Okay. Try on the chip deflector and see if you want to join us. I don't throw chips, but my husband used to.
Oh.
This is the chip deflector.
Do you know what it's deflecting? by Chip?
Cow manure?
Absolutely.
What?
And that
This
one's
was
been
sent in
used.
from Pam. P.S. My thing is in the. Oh my goodness, there's a whole other side. No wonder I'm confused.
You know what? You could make
I
up
was
what
like,
she's saying.
Pam, I do not get what is happening. Okay, Pam, we're going to start over. Every Labor Day weekend, there is the Wisconsin State Cow Chip Throw. There is chip chucking for adults and kids. Oh my goodness, my kids would love that. The adult winners go on to the national contest in Oklahoma. I mean, why wouldn't they? The chips are collected in farmer fields and dried prior to the throw. Yes, it is real cow poop. Thank you.
That is.
As you can see on one side of the chip deflector, there are lots of activities. Our little park in Prairie du Sac. I mean, that's Wisconsin. That's really what it looks like. She
It's
lives
French.
just outside. So, I mean, there's that.
I wonder if you.
She's going to need this because I have a feeling that if she lives somewhere where they throw cow poop, she's going to need to diffuse Forever Mom in her home, right?
I
I actually think this is really cool.
That
And the
is
fact that you put this so that the cow poop does not hit your face.
it protects your mouth.
Yeah, I know what it does.
I wonder if they have to feed the cow something specific to get like the perfect chip. You know, it's got to be
I
the
mean,
right consistency.
I need to look at these comments. Pam, you got yourself an awesome gift and you deserve it. So I'm going to go, but she did say she doesn't throw it, only her husband. So Freeth is like, wait, what? I really am. It's true. I really was. I did not know such thing existed.
Hey, you know what happened
did
the
it.
last time you talked about something? Somebody sent us a box of cheese curds.
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh.
I'm worried that Lisa might send you a box.
That'll be our next company lunch.
Yeah.
Kendra, our chips code for cow patties, you know it. Cow pies and cheese curds.
Who
Oh.
won again? What was the name of the winner?
Pam, right?
Pam. Thank you, Pam.
I'm going to double check. Pam. Yep, Pam Crow. Pam, that is amazing. You just made my day. I learned that Massachusetts was not in Maine. Just kidding. And I know that you put this on your face so when people are throwing cow chips, it doesn't land in your mouth. Who knew? My kids would like this. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, we have one more giveaway. Oh wait, Danny, tell them how they can send in a picture or a cute little cow chip, what's it called? Deflector.
So send your postcards and letters to PT Friends at 510 2nd Avenue South, Twin Falls, Idaho 83301, and we will talk about it on the show. We love.
Oh,
hearing
we'll
from you
talk
guys.
about it. Aaron says, my high school growing up did cow chip bingo as a fundraiser every year. It's a thing. This is fantastic. I appreciate that very much. Okay, guys, so one more giveaway. You will have until midnight tonight to answer this giveaway. Let me make sure Caitlin doesn't. Okay. You will have until midnight tonight to answer this final giveaway question. To enter the giveaway, you need to enter via the link. So the giveaway link can be found in the comment section on the Facebook and YouTube live, as well as in the live description. And on Instagram, it can be found in the Plant Therapy Stories. Just go through the stories, look for the one that says giveaway. It will have you swipe up and it will take you to the giveaway link. So your giveaway question is, what makes Lavender Fine's aroma stronger and more complex?
Let's just say the blog is a great place.
Let's just
to
say
look. That is your hint.
that's the question. I did say something, I don't know if it's the same that's on the blog. I mean, I know of one thing that makes it different. Is that what it is? Is that the answer, Danny? What I said earlier?
I think so. I'm trying to remember what you said, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is very similar to what you said.
Yeah. And it really is. So it's interesting. So when I read that, I was like, more complex. Like that would not have been what but it is because it's so much like more well-rounded, right? So it's not like the intensity of one aroma. And that's caused from the complexity of it. Like that's what makes a good blend, you know, when like all of those things are just kind of like meddling together and you don't get like the intensity of one. Anyway, so I had that like more complex, and then I was like, Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever, it's a thing. Okay, guys, so go answer that question. Let's do 5 winners. Each of them is going to win a 10 ml Lavender Fine. Again, you have until midnight tonight to enter via the giveaway link. Okay, yes, Danny.
I know this is probably the worst time to bring it up, is after we talked about cow chips and stuff like that. But my mom wanted me to remind everybody, or to let everybody know that those who are affected by September 11th, the horrible events of September 11th, you're from years ago. You're in our prayers, and we hope you're all know that we're thinking about you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you. My apologies that I did not think of that. So thank you for bringing that up,
Well,
Danny.
I forgot too. My mom had to come up and poke me in the eye.
That was very, very good of her. Katrina didn't forget.
No.
No, she did not. I mean,
she actually served our country.
Yeah.
Around that time, wasn't it?
No, when that happened, I think I was in 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
So it was quite a while ago, Danny.
But thanks for thinking she's older.
She was singing in the fairs at that time.
My sister sent a video today, and she just talks about how like everyone remembers where you were when you heard it, right? Even in 6th grade.
I was about to walk up to the bus stop, and I was waiting for my mom to come and walk me up, and there it was on the TV, and everybody was just standing next to the TV. And you know, when you're that old, you don't quite understand what's happening, but then going to school, it's all we talked about.
Yeah.
It was quite a day.
Yeah, and I remember going to school and being like, why is everyone making a big deal that airplanes crashed? You know, like, that has to happen, right? Like,
it happens all the time.
yeah, but then, of course, you know, we spent the whole day, we learned about it, you know, watched the videos. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, and I can't think of, I mean, there's very few things in life like that where, like, everyone can, like, agree we all remember where we were, you know, even though, you know, we were in, like, elementary or middle school.
Yeah.
I was in the mortuary. My mother passed away that day before.
Yeah, I was going to say that. So
that's like extra memories there.
Well, and not only that, my grandma and my grandpa brought my mom to the United States. You know, when my mom was 15.
In an airplane.
Yeah, but it was just a very, you know, that they loved this country. They loved the United States and all countries that are good. Which are, oh man. Okay, I'm going to be quiet.
And on that note, I mean, that's it. Check out Lavender Fine. If you're interested in getting it, 15% off. Fall blends, we discussed those a lot last week. I've seen a lot of customers receiving them in the mail, you know, from, you know, because it takes a few days. And so I've been seeing a lot of you receiving them and talking about them, and that's always fun to see. So make sure you check out the fall blends. They can be purchased individually or as a set. And then on Friday, like we mentioned earlier, we will be back for a DIY using Lavender Fine, and it looks like we are making a Lavender Fine relaxing bath sachet. So do I get to take that home? Do I get to call dibs right now?
Totally.
Dibs, yes.
I thought, I got excited because it looks sachet spelled like sachet, so I was thinking it was like an axe or something cool.
Oh goodness. Okay guys, that's it. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we will be back on Friday, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Thanks for joining, guys. See you Friday.